John 8:34. Respondit eis Iesus, Amen, amen, dico vobis, quia omnis qui facit peccatum servus est peccati. Jesus answered them, Truly, truly, I say to you that everyone who commits sin is a slave of sin. In this verse, there's not a whole lot to comment on that we haven't seen many times before. We can note the use of the dative case for those to whom Jesus is offering his answer. We can add some punctuation here. And we can note too this Hebrew formula, amen, amen. Truly, truly is how most English translations handle it. Here it's just come straight into Latin, transliterated. I say to you all, to all of his interlocutors, that, now since Jesus could simply offer a direct quotation here, quia is not really necessary, but it does correspond to a word in the Greek at this point. And again, if you check the Greek for this verse, as so often, you're going to find it matches pretty much exactly what we have in the source text that's being translated. So I say to you all that everyone, each person, omnis, everyone who commits a sin, we'd have to say in English. Literally in Latin, does a sin, causes a sin to happen. Here we might pause and say, why not just say peccat? We have a verb for this, pecco, peccare, peccavi, peccatum in Latin. Why not use it instead of this more roundabout expression? And the answer, I can already hear you saying it with me, is because this matches more closely what our Greek text says. The Greek text is a little bit roundabout here, so the Latin text very faithfully follows it in being roundabout in the same way. Facere peccatum, I'd have to double check this, but it doesn't strike me as particularly idiomatic, at least as far as classical Latin usage would be concerned. I don't know exactly what people were saying by late antiquity. Perhaps this was even before these Latin translations of the Bible became more widespread. Perhaps this was an idiom that early Roman Latin-speaking Christians did use. I'm not sure. That would be interesting to pursue. In any case, we end our verse with Jesus' observation that someone who does sin, that is, who sins, is a servus of sin. And there we just have a simple genitive. You become a slave to sin if you are in the habit of sinning, Jesus says.